Hello YouTube. We are safe in Lake Eufaula, which we will be putting out a video on that, but as we sit here and see the news and the destruction of basically Fort Myers in this case, although there's a lot of people up and down the coast, we wanted to share with you footage from a video that we had shot back in 2021, February, in which we were in that whole area. We explored all of that area, and you're going to get a sense from the video of how much we enjoyed it, how much we liked it, how beautiful it was. And I do use the word was because, I can't say is. It's just destroyed, totally destroyed. I mean, the clips that we're seeing, we can relate to so much more because we just shot clips of it ourselves and it's fresh in our minds. And for a lot of the viewers that have joined on with us since then, just take a clip. I think this might be chopped up into about 30 minutes. And it's basically that whole area that you've been watching on NBC Nightly News and all the other news stations that's been talking about Sanibel Island and Captiva Island and Fort Myers. We explored all that. I know that you guys are seeing all this destruction and all these RVs that have boats piled on top of them and stuff. I mean, we're counting our blessings because we were considering heavily before we were in this fifth wheel, when we were in our travel trailer, of securing a spot down there for the entire winter season. This winter coming up, we weren't completely decided 100% if we wanted to go to Fort Myers or Vero Beach. We had already been at Vero Beach, which is the East Coast, for one whole winter. We thought it might be a good idea to go back to Fort Myers and hang out there for one full winter. So we would have been there, but obviously you can see we took heed. I mean, even though it was the East Coast, we evacuated. I mean, it made perfect sense to us, but there was a good chance that we could have got caught up in all that mess or been out of sight, been to where we didn't have a place to go back to. So anyways, I went on a little bit longer than I wanted to for this this prelude. So enjoy this video. Again, I think I cut it up pretty decent, and you're going to see all the places they're showing on the news before it was destroyed, so you can get an idea of the destruction that happened and how much they fell from grace. I mean, it was just unbelievable. We were kidding around about how expensive the houses were and that we were, going to buy one of those homes, which was totally out of reach for us. And now, I mean, it's just all those places are destroyed. So, it just makes you appreciate it a little bit more.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
Definitely going up and over the bridge. 25 miles per hour. I don't know what that means. 25 miles an hour. There's a bike route here. Ooh. We could have parked over here and rode our bikes. Heidi said, no, I don't want to go through here.
Because your answer would be you didn't want to put the bikes in the back of the truck.
Yeah, that's what the answer would have been.
Plus, it doesn't even look like there's.
She's absolutely right, because I definitely don't want to. Ooh, this bridge is a little steeper than the one we went over. And just to let you know, even with my big butt on that electric bike, pedal assist, I made it no problem. So, just to give you a heads up. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. This place is really, really nice over here. And again, there's lots to explore, even on the other side before we got here. But
Let's see if I can do.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's just really, really nice here. And you'll see the bridge is hooking around. Or I should say the access to the island. So, I don't know. Do you want to stop down here first?
Sure.
Okay, we'll stop down here first, check it out a little bit, and then we'll continue on. It's nice. It's a very nice area. Definitely, if you're into fishing, I do not have a saltwater fishing license. I just have a freshwater, so I want to be able to fish here, which is all right. I'm not here to fish. This is more explore type stuff. All right, I think I can get over here. Heidi can tell me if
I don't see any cars.
yeah, we'll check this part out here. And this is Causeway Island Park, Island A. So we'll come down here. I think it's kind of funny that people are coming down here to sunbathe. Why don't you go to the other side?
Yeah, because then they have to.
I think my truck will fit under that
There's
stick.
lots of parking over there.
Okay, there's lots in the shade over there.
Oh, you're looking for shade.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this is pretty nice through here. See how many people hit our hitch. Oh, we got little picnic tables and such. Oh, we come down here with the RV also. Wouldn't that have been cool? Look, RV right on the water.
Yep.
Let's keep on going. Let's see where we're going to park our RV at. Nah, I'm just going to park in the middle here. Well, I don't know how much wind's going to be coming across the microphone here, but this is a really nice area. I really like this. I'll tell you honestly, other than the shells, very, very reminiscent of Lake Erie. That's the one thing I don't care about this coast. I know that there's places further up into Clearwater, for example, that the waves are a little bit more pronounced, but this is, I mean, this is, Lake Erie's got bigger waves than this, and I definitely associate an ocean with waves. I mean, bigger waves. Not huge waves, not big breaking waves, but this is nice here, though. I'm kind of surprised that we didn't think about this bringing the RV down, because you can see. You want to bring the RV down here, Hyde? Huh? You want to bring the RV down? I don't know. We could park in those palm trees right where that guy is down there.
Just for the day.
Yeah, just for the day. Yeah, I don't know if you guys see what I'm referring to, but there's a travel trailer that's underneath that group of 3 palm trees right on the waterfront. It would be nice. It's kind of funny, that guy's got a bunch of stuff in his truck. God, I thought we were carrying a bunch of stuff.
Maybe he's living in it.
Could be. Ooh, look at that. What's that thing right there? Could be something mystical from deep under the sea that nobody's ever seen before. Then again, maybe it's just vegetation. Yeah, this is a really nice area. And of course you can explore. I mean, once we go over this next bridge, well, I mean, just all of that. It's awesome. All right, we want to move here, right?
What, right here?
No, over there somewhere. We can walk and ride the bikes here every day. I prefer a little bit more beach action, tell you the truth. Sand, you know, that kind of thing. But now there is another side. Maybe, you know, when we come back, maybe we can go to the other side. And it feels as if all the wind is coming from this direction today, which I'm not exactly sure why. Because I think the wind is actually blowing the opposite direction. It's nice here. I like it. All right, looks like Heidi's looking for something else to do. So if you go a little bit further down where we just left, of course, there's another whole set of places you can pull off and hang out, just like where we were. This one's called Causeway Island Park. Of course, there's one on both sides. We can make a left turn into there if you wanted to. That one's a little bit more beach-like. I see a little bit more sand definitely there. I don't know. I guess if you're a resident and you don't have access to the beach, This is basically public beach. It's
Actually, most of those guys that are in the water, they're actually fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of where I grew up in Melbourne. We used to go fish the O'Galley Causeway. That was the thing to do. And it was fun. But you can ride your bike. You can see here, there's a big, wide bike lane on this bridge. On this side, the other side too is, I don't think it's as wide, but there's one over there. Yeah, beautiful area. So Heidi and I decided, and we went ahead and put a deposit down on that big white house that's sitting there on the water. It's about the fourth one in. You see it? Just kidding, obviously. I would never own in that neighborhood again. It was a rough neighborhood. Just kidding. And it's 30 miles an hour, says you gotta wear your mask, gotta yield to pedestrians and bicycles. There's a very nice bike path all the way through that, all the way through here. We know about. I did see that on the map. So you can kind of see the bike trail, how it loops around through here. It's all hidden there
On
behind
both
the trees
sides.
now, yeah. So you can definitely get through this place. There's an officer down here, just like up at Fort Myers Beach. That's kind of cool. Wear your mask. They're saying Sanibel Island, wear your mask. Well, I guess we don't have to stop because the police officer is waving us on. It's kind of concerning how much traffic I'm seeing, to the point where there's somebody directing traffic, and it's like a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, right?
Yes, it is Tuesday. People like that hold up traffic.
Yeah, I don't understand that myself. And I wanted to see what gas prices were here, because we are on the island.
Appear that they advertise them.
Sanibel Fresh. Oh, they're closed just for breakfast. Wait a minute, this lunch they're closed. There's a bank here. There's a Dairy Queen. Looks like that they have a regulation on sign height, how tall your signs can be and how big your signs can be. Which, if you guys don't understand that, they think it distracts from the area and the ambiance, whatever you want to call it, the whole motif that the island is going for.
There's the campground.
Oh, was it?
Periwinkle campground.
Well, that'd have been all right. Man, there's lots of bikes. Holy cow. We could have definitely brought our bikes down here. Again, we're researching ways to carry the bikes on the back of the truck and not have to disassemble them whenever we get into a park situation that we're going to be at for a little while. So, yeah, really nice. I don't know. What do you think about this?
It's a nice area.
And I think so too. I believe the same thing. Right in front of the bike's point.
Everybody has to watch out for.
Yeah, well, he couldn't turn. He wasn't supposed to turn. That's all there is to it. So it says on our, here's the best part about Waze. You can see, it says there's a lot of traffic. Now my phone is not currently connected to the GPS, or it would probably tell us the same thing. But yeah, it's telling us that there's lots of traffic by this heavy line that's, I don't know if you can tell, but it's
like a pinkish.
and it's
line.
got waves.
Yeah, and it's telling you that it's only 11 miles an hour.
Yep. Not very fast. So we're passing through the heart of it. Now there's a bicycle rental back there. They got so many bikes. I don't believe there's that many people in Florida to even rent them all.
They have a little four-seater pedal thing too.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Not.
Until you said pedal. So the deal is lots of people down here, lots of stores through here. There was a nature preserve back there. Just, I mean, lots. There's just lots to see and do here, that's for sure. I think we're finally getting through all the... Well, maybe not. Casa Yabel, next left. I don't know what that is. And this guy's, he's waving everybody on. There's a traffic officer ahead, so it says.
Well, that would be that guy.
K-band.
You yield to bikes and pedestrians, or it's an $80 fine. Wow. They don't play that, huh? Jerry's Supermarket. Wow, that's actually a pretty decent place.
That's cool.
Now we're going on what looks like a little bit of a scenic drive. I have no idea where this is taking us to. We're just driving. That's all we're doing is just driving. Trying to show you guys the area more than anything else. I could have put a camera up in the window. The camera that I have that goes up in the window, though, isn't the best. But I'll have to say that this is a very nice area. What do you think?
It's pretty.
And as far as the bikes, again, we've been traveling for quite some time now, and there's still bike trail the whole way.
Whoa, that was close.
It was kind of close. Whole bunch of stores there. So Sanibel Island, if you guys don't realize how far we drove, because it was a little bit deceiving, for us to get to the second group of I should say that, the second group of parks that you could pull over at was 20 minutes from our park, 25 minutes. So it's not very far from that RV resort. Again, this is one of the reasons that people pay to stay packed into that little RV resort, because you're close to a lot of stuff. But the bike trails, I think that's the most intriguing out of all of this.
Got a kids' playground. Looks
Yeah.
very nice.
Here's fishing
Kids.
equipment. And again,
It's a bunch of little shops.
yeah, we definitely have to yield to them. Village shops. Now there is a road that spurs off to the right here. I think we're going to continue straight, most likely,
Another bike rental.
and hit the golf area. There is a lot of places to explore here. You definitely need to be on bikes.
Yeah.
I'll have to say it's almost...
To be able to check everything
yeah,
out.
you have to be on bikes. There's no other way.
So the traffic is kind of heavy.
There's no way I could be pulling in and out of all these
Right.
spots with even maybe a little car of some kind, but bikes would be the way to go for sure. There's a bistro. All right, so we're gonna go down here and I think make a left. What do you think?
And that's what it looks like.
Well, I mean, we
should
can go
do.
either way.
Right.
All right, we're gonna make a left here.
It's a bunch of little shops over that way too.
Holy cow. Let me put that back up. I guess it didn't do that much for me.
Rum
All right.
Bar Grill.
So looks like we're getting out of this area and going into more of a less touristy area so far. I don't know what's going to happen when we get down here, but if you look off to the left, we're still seeing bikes because there's still a bike trail. It's again, I think that might be the best way to go. Definitely. What do you think? Yep. Bailey Track, of course. Some kind of bike. Oh, it's a bike
That's
It's a
the
whole-
J-Ling
park.
Park.
Wow. Look at how far these bike trails go.
Yeah.
Man, they got it right. They definitely got it right. This would have been almost worth putting our bikes in the back of the truck. We would definitely be down here the whole freaking day. Now, I can tell these people are all headed to the beach. We must be close to... Oh, there's a beach right in front of us. Beach access right in front of us. So, which way do we want to go? Right?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to go deeper onto the island and see where it takes us.
More bike trails.
Just to give you an idea, it's also 80 degrees today. There's obviously a breeze because we're near the ocean, but not to beat a dead horse, the bike trail still goes on. I think that we could potentially be exhausting our bike's batteries if we did the whole thing. What do you think?
Nah.
No? Our bikes go a long ways. Take you out of this whole context right now. We went to the beach the other day, as you guys saw, and we weren't easy. And I'm telling you, my bike had 3/4 of a battery left, and Heidi's, her battery gauge said it was still full, which, you know, obviously it wasn't still full, but it still had plenty in it. It wasn't down to 1 bar or nothing, so that's really nice. Yeah, we're definitely going further in. Now, anybody that lives in the area or know anything about the area, feel free to type in the comments, you know, what you know. If anybody's been here in the past, you know, family, we get a lot of comments, you know. Oh, my dad used to live there and it was great, you know, growing up. I think that was Sully said his parents were down here, right?
Yeah.
So it's just nice. It's nice to see that, because this is the first for us. Love it. I think it's nice. So this is the same way coming on the way back. We're not showing you anything exciting here, so we'll drop you guys off and pick it up a little bit later. We're heading back to the other side of one of the Causeway Islands here, the Causeway Island Parks. And again, you see all the bikes. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a place on here, because honestly, there's a lot of people. Lots of people here.
K-band.
Oi. What do you think about this? It's the same thing. All these people are fishing over here. This is kind of wild. What do you think about this? Huh? I mean, as far as parking and...
It's a little crowded.
It is a little crowded. I don't like it. I don't like this part at all. Yeah, I don't care for this part. There's too many people. There's no RVs.
Even though we're not in our RV.
So, I'm saying come down here in the RV. I think this is the exit right here, isn't it?
Yep.
Or is there another exit further down?
Can't really tell. Looks like there's another exit, but this one looks pretty good. It's not bumpy pulling out.
All right, we'll try to get up the way here. Look at the bridge. Look at that. That's a nice view. There's a helicopter up ahead. These are beautiful views, I'll tell you that. So what do you want to do? Stop up to this one here? Okay, so what do you want to do?
Go back to
You want to go back to the RV?
what else is there to see?
I don't know.
Yeah, that one don't look very nice. Can't get to the water.
There's an RV.
It's good.
Return to Sanibel Captiva, right lane only. How about that? Well, what would you say this place is best to explore? I think pack up the bikes, come across all this on your bicycle, or drive over, find parking, and then unload your bicycles, or drive over, park, and rent some bicycles. Look at the water, how nice it is out there. The other thing I do is consider it a kind of a tourist trap. I mean, there's a lot to see, and there was a couple art studios. There's a lot of trails. So as far as tourist trap on that aspect, not so much. But yeah, this is kind of nice. I can see we're coming over here and finding your groove, finding a place to hang out, finding a place to ride your bike. I mean, all that. I definitely. Yeah, I think this is kind of nice when it comes to that. Okay. K-band. One of the things that, as I'm editing video here, that I neglected to do was, once we left Sanibel Island, we went out to dinner at Fort Myers Beach at night, in the evening. We had drinks, we bar hopped a little bit, and it was nice.
It was pretty cool being on the beach.
Yeah. So here is Lonnie Kai downstairs. We had a couple drinks while we were waiting to get into the salty crab. It was about a 20-minute wait, but this was on the beach also, and the drinks were right there. Here's the salty crab. We requested on the beach, and of course, you got it. It was very delightful, and the food was good. The service was fast. Everything was great about it. Once we got done eating, we went ahead and started heading west towards the, this section here. And Heidi can tell you about the...
There was tons of music. Almost every bar had live bands playing. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, some of them were, it was like they were having a little competition, one over top of the other. But you could kind of tell that during this, it's just a comfortable night. Remember, this is February.
Yeah.
I mean, it's February, and it's just pleasant. It was very pleasant. I think it was probably in the mid to upper 70s here. And it was just delightful to walk around. There's so much to see. And shopping. A lot of these places are open for shopping. We went in, I did some shoe shopping, although I didn't buy. And I'm just kind of showing you how far down it goes. But all these little shops were open for the most part. And then we went a little bit further. And I don't know what this area was, but did you like this? I liked it.
It was very pretty at night.
Scenic.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, there's not just like we're the only ones here. There's lots of people on this area. Bands, galore. I was kidding around with Heidi, and I said, it seems like no matter, what guy, girl singing, they're going to put that Tennessee whiskey song in there, in their repertoire. But yeah, this is the bridge that we rode our bikes over whenever we came down to the beach, a couple days prior to this. We had already ate, or maybe we would have tried out that restaurant. The thing is, with COVID, it's kind of nice because all this stuff is open air. There's lots of open air eating. Lots. Now, there were some places that weren't distancing quite the way we thought they should be, so we stayed out of those. But most of them are doing pretty good, I think. Just really, really scenic. So Heidi stayed down and was taking some pictures, and I walked out on the pier here. I don't know. I just liked it. I liked the whole area.
It's would be a great place to definitely check out at night.
I don't think I would have liked this in the daytime as much.
Right.
You can see Heidi down there taking pictures. Yeah, that's...
It's just pretty cool.
And you can see some little dinghies tied up there. Obviously, those are people that have come in off their boats to go to the bars. And these boats, I know you can't tell on camera here, but I could look into them, and you could see people in there watching TV, whatever. So a lot of people live on their boats down here also, which, I mean, it shouldn't be surprising. But again, the view is just incredible. And at this point, I am underneath that bridge that we rode our bikes over, which seemed a lot taller when you're on top of it, riding your bikes, and cars are flying by, but just a nice atmosphere. Now, as far as the other places down in this area, during the day, I mean, it's a beach atmosphere, heavy beach atmosphere. It's all about the beach. During the night, like this, it's all about the restaurants and the bars and the bands. And I mean, it's kind of, you know, that makes sense.
Reminds me a lot of the flats in Cleveland.
Yes. Yeah, if you guys didn't watch that video of ours in the past, we'd gone up to the flats. It was much colder.
Yeah.
Way colder.
No snow.
Yeah, there was no snow. But it was the same, like she said, same atmosphere. You know, you just go into these places. And, I mean, you could walk around the water and the bars and the live bands. I think the music was better there. I liked the music quite a bit.